welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we will discuss chemical properties of boron family. So these are the elements of boron family: boron, aluminium, gallium, indium and thallium. As we have discussed, they have 3 valence electrons in their outermost shell. So the general electronic configuration is ns2np1. So they can show maximum +3 oxidation state, but due to inert pair effect, stability of +3 oxidation state decreases down the group. Why? Because in gallium, indium and thallium there are d and f orbitals and they contain electrons, and due to poor shielding effect of d and f orbitals, these ns2 electrons are unable to participate in bond formation. That is called inert pair effect, reluctance of inner s electrons to participate in a bond formation due to the poor shielding of d and f orbitals. So that's why stability of +3 down the group decreases, and stability of +1 charge increases. So boron and aluminium are the two elements which shows only +3 oxidation state, but rest of the elements, gallium, indium and thallium, they possess two types of oxidation state, +1 as well as +3. But the compounds of gallium, indium and thallium, the stability of +1 increases down the group. For example, we have thallium monohydroxide, thallium trihydroxide, which is more stable. Thallium hydroxide is more stable due to inert pair effect. It is more stable in +1 oxidation state. The inner s electrons are unable to participate in a bond formation. So gallium, indium and thallium possess two types of oxidation state, but boron and aluminium, they shows always a +3 oxidation state. They are unable to show +1 charge. And the compounds of boron family are predominantly covalent. Maximum compounds are covalent, and there are 3 reasons why they form covalent compounds only. As we have discussed in chemical bonding, according to Fazan's rules, high charge on cation favors the polarization. The group number 13 elements possess +3 charge. They possess +3 oxidation state, +3 charge, and they are smaller cations. Smaller cation and high charge on cation favors the polarization, means favors the covalent nature. That is the reason number first why compounds of boron family are covalent, due to high charge on cation and due to smaller cation. Second reason is they have 3 valence electrons, but the sum of ionization energy first, second and third is quite high. That's why they are unable to show +3 charge. They are unable to lose all the 3 electrons. Why? Because sum of the ionization energy is quite high. For example, we have boron. It has 3 electrons. 3 electrons in outermost shell. But to remove all these 3 electrons, there is a large amount of energy is required. These 3 electrons can't be removed easily. So boron is unable to form trivalent cation. It is unable to form a trivalent cation. So it has the only option to share the electrons. Second reason you can add, it shows +3 charge and being a small cation in the group, the compounds of boron always covalent. The third reason is electronegativity of group 13 elements is higher than that of group number 1 and 2 elements. So the difference in the electronegativity of boron compound when it combines with other elements. For example, we have compounds of group number 1, group number 2, group number 13. The electronegativity of group number 13 elements is higher than that of first and second. So there is a less difference in the electronegativity of 2 elements. Delta En in case of group number 13 elements will be lower than that of group number 1 and group number 2. So due to small difference in the electronegativity of 2 different elements, they are unable to form a ionic compound. It also favors the covalent nature. So we have 3 reasons why the compounds of boron family are mostly covalent. First reason, high charge on cation favors the polarization, favors the covalent nature. Second, the sum of all the 3 ionization energy is quite high, so that's why they are unable to lose 3 electrons, so they can only share. Third reason, it depends on the electronegativity. In the case of group number 13 elements, the difference in electronegativity of 2 different elements when group number 13 elements combines with other elements is lower. So all these 3 reasons defines the formation of covalent compound by boron family. Next is the reactivity with oxygen. So the elements of group number 13 elements combines with oxygens to form their trioxide, where M is boron, aluminium, gallium, indium and helium. Boron does not combine with oxygen in crystalline form. They always react with oxygen on heating. Aluminium does not react with dry air. Aluminium reacts with oxygens with the moist air, or some moisture is there in oxygen. So aluminium forms its trioxide with the moist air only. Boron does not react with the dry air also. Rest of the elements can react with oxygen easily because they are partially metallic in nature. These oxides, the acid and basic behavior of depends on elements. For example, the compounds of boron are weakly acidic. these are the oxides of group number 13. Boron oxide is weakly acidic. It can react with the base. For example, boron oxide reacts with the base to form a sodium borate, metal borate. That defines the acidic nature of boron oxide because it is reacting with the base. Aluminium oxide and gallium oxides, they are amphoteric in nature. They can react with acid as well as base. For example, we have two reactions of aluminium. That defines the amphoteric nature. Here it is reacting with HCl. HCl is acid, so aluminium oxide here is a base. But now in a next reaction, sodium hydroxide is a base. This is a amphoteric nature of aluminium oxide. Even aluminium hydroxide is also amphoteric in nature. So generally we can say compound of aluminium and gallium, they are amphoteric. Compound of boron are weakly acidic, and indium and thallium, due to their less ionization energy, they are able to lose electrons, and their compounds are basic in nature. Right? So it is a base, it reacts with the acid to form halide. Next is the reaction with the nitrogen. Only boron and aluminium reacts with nitrogen to form their nitrides respectively. Gallium, thallium and indium are unable to react with the nitrogen. So only we can have two types of metal nitrides, boron nitride and aluminium nitride. Only boron and aluminium reacts with nitrogen. Rest of the elements are unable to react with the nitrogen. Next, third property is reaction with the halogens. All the metals of group number 13 reacts with the halogens to form their trihalides. And the reactivity of halogen varies according to this. Fluorine is more reactive than chlorine, bromine and then iodine. For example, we have halides of boron. All these halides are covalent. BF3 is a gaseous molecule. BCl3 and BBr3 are liquid and Bi3 is a solid. Next is all these halides are electron deficient compound. All these halides are electrodeficient. They have 6 electrons in their octet, in their valence shell, 3 valence electrons in group number 13 and 3 electrons are shared with other atoms, other elements. So they can act as a Lewis acid. So they can act as a Lewis acid, means they can accept a lone pair of electrons. So, but Lewis acid nature decreases down the group. BF3 is a strong Lewis acid and Bi3 is a weak Lewis acid. Next is reaction of boron halides with the Lewis base. Lewis base means a lone pair donor. For example, we have BCl3 plus ammonia. Ammonia has one lone pair, so here ammonia is the Lewis acid. Sorry, Lewis base. So BCl3 is here is a Lewis acid. It can take one lone pair from ammonia to form a abduct. Actually, there is a coordinate bond between ammonia and BCl3. The lone pair of nitrogen has transferred to boron. This is a abduct compound of boron halides with a Lewis base. So these are the few chemical properties of group number 13 elements. In next segment we will complete it. Thank you.